I was afraid I was going to have to edit this out because you didn't want to tell him on the podcast, but I'm glad I don't.
No, I think this is a cooler way to do it.
Yeah, this is a lot better. And if you're our friend and you listen to the podcast, I don't want to pressure you or anything, but it would be super calm, super chill, super metal if you could just send us a question every now and then, if you want. If you felt like it. Like, if you felt like it, send us a question. You know, you don't have to, but it would be really nice and considerate. And we would consider it a personal favor and just amazing. If you could tell us stuff.
Anyone listening, really. Anybody
just
ever.
Any person,
if you want to send
any
in a
human
question,
being that
we'd
listens
love
to this.
Yeah.
Also,
we're
tell your
not a
friends.
human. You could be a robot. We don't have a little checkbox that says you have to be human.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. Sophia the robot that's got that weird face or whatever, face and body, freaks me out. You could send us your questions. Alright, so, you want to do some Song of the Week?
Yeah, Daryl, great idea. Let's move into Song of the Week.
Or we could talk about we did current events. We did a lot of current events. We did video gaming. We had a lot of questions to burn through. I'll check the email real quick to see if Noah sent in another one because he was like, "What? I didn't win." It's like, well, no, it's by the month, not the episode. So I'm gonna peep it really quick. But I don't think anyone sent any more after Tyler. No one might have sent one before the last yeah, he sent one for the band. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah, so no more questions. Let's get.
I think this has been a good, high quality episode of Free Socks, Daryl. I think.
But we're like short, almost, like I don't know. We're a little like 14 minutes short.
Quality, not quantity, Daryl. Quality, not quantity.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like if we have a set runtime and then we just sort of like, well, we're out. It seems more unprofessional.
You know what a great way to figure out the answer to that is? Hey, listeners, why don't you let us know when you email us a sick question at givemefreesocks@gmail.com. For now, we'll stick with Daryl's plan. I like that plan, but I want to know if listeners would rather have better, like, quality podcasts or just, try to go for that 1 hour mark. So let us know however you want. Talk to us personally if you're our friend.
We didn't talk about movies.
We talked about James Gunn. We talked about...
Yeah, that's just James Gunn watch. We're just doing... That's a segment where we just do a watch to see how
James Gunn watch is a good segment. Yeah, sure. All right, well, let's talk about other movies.
Okay. So, I've been watching this new show on Netflix called Kim's Convenience, and it's about this Asian family that runs a convenience store. It's pretty funny.
Oh, cool. Good for them.
Yeah. It's not like a reality show or anything. It's like a Canadian comedy. And those Canadians are pretty funny because they're allowed to say the F word and stuff on their shows.
Really? It's like a show out of Canadian television networks?
Yeah. It's like from Canada, so I can't watch it anywhere except for Netflix. It's real good. Like
instead of ABC, it's CBC, Canadian Broadcast
Channel? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow, I've never heard of that. That sounds cool.
Yeah, and it's all about Asian people and like their stuff. I thought it wasn't going to be in English at first. Yeah, in Canada.
It's surprising that there's actually like a ton of Asian people in Canada. I didn't know that. Good for them.
Yeah, and there's also like Canada's got some pretty good shows. Have you heard of the show called Letterkenny?
Haven't.
It's kind of like Key and Peele. Like it has different skits, but it's like they're all in the same universe. So like, I don't know.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
I get what you mean.
Yeah. So it's like the same characters, but like every scene is sort of like a skit instead of like a totally different scenario for every skit. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty. I feel like we've had that idea before.
I think we were talking about a production studio, a movie studio where all the movies are in the same cinematic universe.
Oh yeah, but they're not like super. Yeah,
It's the same. It's just similar, like different genres.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hilarious idea. But anyway, you'll hear about that later, listeners, if you want to, or if you don't want to.
Yeah, we're just, we're at about 50 minutes. I mean, we could call it here if you want.
Well, here's another thing we could talk about, Daryl. Another movie. Another Asian movie. Another crazy, rich Asian movie. Dun, dun, dun. Crazy, rich Asian.
Did you see it?
I did see it.
What'd you think? Was it good?
have a hot take on it. I have an opinion most people don't share. I wasn't in love with it. I'm afraid to get stoned and crucified like Jason Murphy, but I don't care. I didn't like that movie that much. And I'll tell you guys why. It was really just a chick flick. I wasn't like expecting that with all the great reviews and whatnot. It's just about a girl who goes to meet her boyfriend's family, and they're not very accepting of her. And that's it. Like that, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
Did they accept her at the end, maybe?
I guess you're going to have to pay $9 and figure that out, Daryl. I guess this is a spoiler-free podcast.
That's true. Except for the movie I want to talk about right now. That's a romantic comedy, not just a chick flick.
Yeah, that's what I thought that Crazy Rich Asians was going to be, but I think it tried to be that, but it wasn't. But what movie are you thinking of, Daryl?
I recently just watched that movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's such a good movie, and the reason why I like it so much is because, a lot of romantic comedies where they try and make, it starts with a breakup, and the boyfriend tries to make it seem like the ex-girlfriend's the worst.
Yeah.
Like
usually they are, but...
It's usually the girl's, the worst, or the guy's, whoever broke up with him is the worst.
Whoever's not the main protagonist of the film.
Yeah, they're pretty neutral about it, the whole movie. Kristen Bell...
I don't think...
No.
I think Kristen Bell was the worst.
No, Kristen Bell wasn't a good... she cheated, right? But it wasn't railroading her she was mean to him, she was never nice to him, she hated his friend, she was always trying... No, it was just sort of
It did... Yeah, it did show a lot of the nice things and whatnot. They did have an interesting dynamic. Yeah,
it was a good couple, and then, they just sort of stopped working at a certain point. And also with the new boyfriend, they either make the new boyfriend, the absolute worst, or incredibly likable. And the protagonist has to be a homewrecker or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Russell Brand in this movie
in between.
Yeah, he was, pretty... as a guy, he was likable, but he was, kind of an idiot.
Yeah. And he was kind of a douche. He was also, at some parts, he was an asshole.
But some parts it was just sort of this just a regular guy. He's not, the perfect new boyfriend that she has, and he's not, an absolute piece of shit. Did you remember that scene where they went to dinner, and she's like, wear the shirt, and he's like, oh, shit, I spilled on the shirt. Not the shirt. He's like, this shirt's ugly, and he, makes a show of, I don't really like this shirt, but I'm wearing it for you. It's that's a kind of regular thing that I think a person would do. He wasn't some huge piece of shit about it. He was just sort of yeah, I'll wear it for you because you want me to wear it, and you got it for me. And he's like, oh, this shirt sucks though, babe. Come on, you have to know this shirt isn't good. They're pretty fair and balanced. He's pretty chill with Jason Segel too. He's like, hey man, you're pretty good. And then he reveals that he cheated on his girlfriend with a year, and it's well, Russell Brand, you were a pretty chill dude up until this point in the movie. I was you're not that big an asshole. Also, Jack McBrayer's in it, and he's fucking hilarious, because Russell Brand teaches that dude how to have sex, and it's so funny.
Oh, you mean Fix-It Felix?
Yeah, Fix-It Felix is in the movie, and he's like, I tried to have sex with my wife on my honeymoon, and it just hurts.
Yeah,
it hurts so bad. It hurts me. And he's like, I want to kill myself. At first I thought they were making his character gay and just in the closet, but no, he was just bad at it, and then Russell Brand teaches him how to be good.
Yeah, that was the first time you've seen that movie, Darryl?
First time I've seen it all the way through, yeah.
Oh, that's a great movie. I love it. I'm glad you saw it.
Yeah,
I didn't know you hadn't seen it.
It's a pretty fair movie. It's not one person's way worse. They're Jason Segel also wasn't the perfect boyfriend either. He's didn't do anything, and she got bored.
Yeah. Well, it's really a more realistic rom-com, because most of the time it's how you described, where it's just she sucks, and her boyfriend sucks, and we're just going to do our own thing. But this one was more realistic, I think, to a real-life relationship. Yeah,
it was nice. It was people aren't just terrible and with people who they hate for a super long time because they were nice one time. And then and when that terrible person dumps them, they're I have to get them back, though. That's not real.
I think so, Daryl.
Also,
glad you saw that movie.
But also, every romantic comedy has a moment where I cringe and I get anxious, and I'm I can't finish this movie because I don't want to watch, the climax where it's the two new people are all together and happy, and then someone does something to fuck it up, and it's oh man, they're gonna be unhappy for 10 minutes and then resolve it.
Yeah,
I hate that part.
Sucks.
I'm
what part was it? I don't remember that part in this film though.
It's where Christian Bell's I'm so she apologizes or whatever, and she's I want you back because Russell Brand's yeah, I'm leaving. This didn't go well. you and I aren't working out. I'm going. And she's like, well, you're a piece of shit. It's like, well, he was pretty upfront with you about this. Like, also, like, I like that he's like, I'm sober, actually, I don't drink. I thought that was a cool character choice for the guy, because I know Russell Brand's sober in real life, but also it's like, yeah, no, I'm sober, I'm sorry. No, thank you. You're just a whole nother level of depth.
Very
like
cool
Paul
movie.
Rudd's in that movie. He's so funny in that fucking movie. He's just a dummy.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. I liked another movie similar. I Love You, Man. Have you seen that one?
Dude, that's a great movie. Is it
Yeah,
Paul
both
Rudd and
very
Jason
similar.
Segel again?
Yeah.
And it's a Judd Apatow movie again, too, I think. I think it's the
Maybe,
same
I don't
fucking
know.
guy. Yeah.
Probably.
He does those types of movies, yeah. Knocked Up, This Is 40, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and I Love You, Man. Yeah, he does all those movies. He's like a workhorse.
Yeah, I just love Jason. Well, Jason Segel wrote Forgetting Sarah Marshall, right?
I don't know if he wrote it. I know he kills in it.
Well, yeah, he kills in it, but I think he wrote that movie.
Yeah, look it up. See if he wrote it. I just know, like, Judd Apatow produces a lot of those movies. He, like, works very closely with, like, all those movies.
Yeah, Judd Apatow. I don't know how to say his name, but yeah, he produced it. I'm gonna look up I Love You, Man. I think you're right.
But yeah, no, like, he's, like, I don't know. Jason Segel, like, I think this was kind of in between How I Met Your Mother. Like, kind of, like, being on those weird hiatuses where it's like, are we done with the show or are we not done with the show? But he's, like, a kind of underrated, really good movie star. Like, I really like him.
Yeah, he is. I love every role he plays.
Yeah, because he can do
probably
funny.
just because I love that show, How I Met Your Mother.
I hated the ending. Did you hate the
I
ending?
kind of hated the ending, too. But they have more than one ending.
What's the other ending?
Actually, I didn't hate the ending.
I didn't like that, like...
Alright, spoilers for How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
There's the ending where the mother dies, and then there's the mother... I think there's one where she doesn't die.
There is?
I'm pretty sure. It's just like... And, yeah, that's the end. Like, the part where, like, he meets her mother, and then it just never goes to the part where she dies.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just didn't like that, like, they told this story for 8 years so Ted could be okay with banging Robin.
Yeah.
I also hated that they made Robin and Barney divorce. I hated that.
I hated that Robin and Barney were ever a thing. I just thought that was like, no, that's not... Like, why would she be with that guy if he's such a slut? I don't know.
Because he stopped being one for her.
Yeah, he did. I don't know. I just thought that they were like a weird couple.
I like them better than Ted and Robin because
like
Ted
them
and Robin was
better,
always
so-
so forced.
I guess. I don't know. I thought I was always a Ted and Robin guy. I liked them two together. So I was happy that they ended up being together, but at the same time I was extremely pissed that not only did they not meet the mother till the last episode, but she gets like just like a half-hour screen time and she's immediately gone. I don't know. It was just a very weird choice.
Yeah, no, it's like you should have, like, the whole show is about the mother that we're supposed to meet, and then she dies so you can go bang your friend that you've been trying to bang for, like, decades. Dude, not cool. Not cool. And, like, and the kids are like, so Dad, you want to bang Aunt Robin? It's Aunt Robin. She's their aunt. And
okay,
they're like,
they just call her that because they're good friends. Now.
Yeah.
It's not
but,
his
like,
sister.
Yeah, I know that. I'm aware of that. But, like, the dynamic that your kids have with your friend is that she's kind of like their aunt. And then you're just sort of going to start banging the aunt.
Well, and the weird part is those kids are awful happy for being motherless. Don't you think this entire time they never... Isn't that a weird thing that you never noticed till just now?
It's
now
also
that I think about it.
It's like 8 years of their dad telling them about all the different girls he's boned before their mom, and they don't have a mom anymore to be like, yeah you're a real slut, Dad.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's a weird
Jeez,
story.
what a weird
he gets
thing.
really graphic when he talks about this stuff too. Like he's like remember when Robin was like, Ted, you're bigger. Like that's not what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there's some weird stuff in there, but I don't know. I still like that show. I'm not going to let the details ruin
Yeah, no,
that
I
show
like
for
the
me.
show. It was just sort of like all this build up, and then you guys just sort of biff the ending.
Yeah.
Like you're at the 1 yard line, you have Marshawn Lynch, and you're about to
Shut
get him
up,
the
Daryl.
ball.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
And
dare
then
do
you
that to me.
pass it.
Don't you dare do that to me, Daryl. It's one of the lowest moments of my entire life.
Same. We're on the same side here. I'm just saying, like, that's exactly the scenario in which they did to us. They were like, we've got it. We've got a good ending. And then they biffed it. Because all they had to do was show us the mom and show them falling